In a kingdom far away, where power and intrigue ruled the day, lived a beautiful young woman named Esther. Now, Esther wasn't just any girl. She was a Jewish orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai, who loved her like a daughter. But little did she know, her life was about to change forever. The king of Persia, Ahasuerus, was on the lookout for a new queen. After a grand search, Esther caught his eye. With her stunning beauty and grace, she was chosen to step into the royal palace. But Esther had a secret. She was Jewish, and nobody in the palace knew. Meanwhile, Mordecai, who often sat at the king's gate, overheard a plot that would chill anyone to the bone. Two palace officials were conspiring to assassinate King Ahasuerus. Mordecai wasted no time. He rushed to Esther, telling her about the plot. He urged her to inform the king, and just like that, Esther relayed the message, saving the king's life. The conspirators were caught, and Mordecai's loyalty was recorded in the royal chronicles. But the story doesn't end there. Enter Haman, the king's right-hand man. Now, Haman was a proud man, and with pride comes a need for respect. He demanded that everyone bow to him. But when Mordecai refused, Haman's rage boiled over. He couldn't stand that a Jew dared to defy him. So in a fit of anger, Haman devised a wicked plan. He convinced King Ahasuerus to issue a decree to annihilate all the Jews in the kingdom. Can you imagine the fear that spread among the Jewish people? When Mordecai learned of the decree, he was devastated. He put on sackcloth and ashes, mourning in the streets, calling out for help. Esther, hearing of Mordecai's turmoil, sent him clothes, but he refused to wear them. Instead, he sent a message back to her. You must go to the king and plead for our people. But Esther hesitated. Approaching the king without being summoned could mean death. Mordecai's words pierced her heart. Who knows? Maybe you have come to royal position for such a time as this. Those words echoed in her mind. Could it be? Was she chosen for this moment? Esther steeled herself. She called for a fast, asking her fellow Jews to pray for her strength. With courage, she donned her royal robes and approached the king. The moment she entered, Ahasuerus held out his golden scepter, signaling she was welcome. But Esther didn't jump right in. Instead, she invited the king and Haman to a banquet. A clever strategy, right? She knew she needed to build a connection before dropping the bombshell. At the banquet, the king asked her what she desired. If I have found favor in your eyes, grant me my life and the lives of my people, she pleaded. Haman's face turned ashen. Esther revealed her identity as a Jew and exposed Haman's wicked plot. The king was furious. In a twist of fate, Haman found himself on the very gallows he had built for Mordecai. Just like that, the tables turned. The decree against the Jews was reversed, and they were saved. Mordecai was honored, and the Jewish people rejoiced. Esther had risked everything, her life, her position, her peace, for her people. In that moment of bravery, she became more than just a queen. She became a symbol of hope and courage. Her story reminds us that even in the darkest times, one voice can make a difference. And sometimes, you're placed exactly where you need to be to change the world. So, the next time you're faced with a challenge, remember Esther. Remember her courage, her resilience, and her undeniable strength. Because sometimes, it's in the moments of risk that we find our true purpose.